want you to understand one other point as well before we delve into some things today, is that the markets need there to be a high failure rate. Please understand that markets thrive on the high failure rate. You see, the very fact, let's look at the numbers. The very fact that winners win more frequently and bigger than losers lose will make my point very clear. So let's say that your average winner wins $3,000 a day. This number doesn't matter. It can be 1,000, it can be 5,000. It doesn't matter. We're just using this for the purpose of driving home this point. So the average winner wins $3,000. The average loser, let's say, loses $100. Let's make it simple. Okay? So think about this. If the average winner takes out of the market $3,000, this $3,000 must come from these losers. But not just one loser. The average loser loses, in this example, $100. So how does he get $3,000? Right? 30 of them. So this loser needs 30 losers to support this one trader. 30. You see the imbalance? So winners take out of the market more than a single loser loses on average. So there always has to be an imbalance. You can't have more winners than losers. Otherwise, the market would collapse. The winners would take all the money on this side and dry it up, and there would be no more money on this side. So what does the industry need to survive, to have longevity? You need 1 to 10. So you need 10 times more people losing than you do winning. Then you can have a market that lasts forever. But if this number gets too big, or this one gets too small, the market will start to have an end date. You see, these traders don't make deposits into the market. They don't put money in. They pull money out. Where does the money come from? It comes from these people making deposits. But these people make deposits but don't make withdrawals. Now, I'll give you another industry fact. Each losing trader has statistically 7 deposits in his life. I'm not talking about the winning traders that move to a different firm. That's a deposit. That's not really a deposit, because a deposit comes from your money. They're not depositing, they're loaning. It's a very different thing to establish an account. They're loaning. All right. But these people are taking money that comes from a different source, a job or what have you. They're taking money that comes from a different source and adding it to the market. These people have taken the money from the market, and if they open up a firm, an account at a different firm, they're taking the market's money and doing that. It's very different. So we're not talking about that scenario. So getting back to this, here's the market. Losers inject money into the market. Winners withdraw it out of the market, but they withdraw it out of the market disproportionately to what the losers deposit. So you must always have far fewer winners than losers, and then you have a market that has longevity. So you, in order to have longevity, your winners have to be much smaller. And in fact, the market is designed in many ways to make you a loser. So in a way, it's rigged to make sure that 8% of market participants have enough to pull money out in large amounts. If this gets too close to a 50-50, 50 winners, 50% losers, the market would not last a week or two because all the money would wind up here and it's not coming in big enough for it to survive because winners take way more than losers lose. Does that make sense, guys? Do you understand what I'm talking to you about? All right. So this is why those numbers can't change. No matter what I do, what I teach, what I say, those numbers can't change for that reason, and they can't change because you can't make someone disciplined. You can't make someone do what they're supposed to do. This is always going to come down to you having to do something, you having to put the work in, you having to be disciplined, you having to be exacting. This is always going to come down to you. There's no escaping. There are so many people in this industry who think they can buy success. They think they can buy a book on trading, and that's buying future success. They think they can buy a course by Oliver Velez, and that's buying future success. You can't do that. The only thing you can buy is knowledge that comes from an experienced individual that helps you shorten the journey, the work-filled journey that you have to put in. So there's a journey of work that you have to put in, but you can shorten that, but you can't replace the journey. All right, that's the only thing you can do. You can shorten the time it takes to potentially arrive at mastery, but that's the best you're going to do. You can't replace the journey. Impossible.